Thank you all for showing up earlier. So it looks like we have a decent crowd in our webinar right now. So once again, welcome everybody to this familiarization webinar for the Derivatives Virtual Trading Challenge organized by Bursa Malaysia Derivatives in partnership with CGS-CIMB. And Live Chan is very proud to be one of the education partners for this Derivative Virtual Trading Challenge. Now, before we begin, right, one of the questions that we received on the email is that when I join this familiarization webinar, does it mean that I have to sign up for Derivative Virtual Trading Challenge? The answer is not necessarily. Of course, this segment is only to familiarize yourself to the Derivative Virtual Trading Challenge. So if you find that now you are keen to participate, then only you can decide would you want to participate in this Derivative Virtual Trading Challenge. But this Derivative Virtual Trading Challenge, if I'm not mistaken, would be one of the first, largest kind derivative, virtual trading challenge organized by Bursa Malaysia Derivatives, and it will give away, amazing prizes for you to win. So in the past, there wasn't such a big scale event being launched before, if I'm not mistaken. So this is one of the first few big virtual trading challenge organized by Bursa Malaysia Derivatives for this. Okay, so today our topic here is zero to hero. Okay, how CGS-CIMB is going to groom you from zero, totally new traders to futures to become a hero in futures trading. So this is how the names comes about. Zero to hero futures trading. Is that what it was supposed to be? Joaquin?
Yes, just help you to kickstart, like how you're gonna trade futures. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is what this segment is about. So if you have no idea, okay, langsung no idea, totally no idea about futures, don't worry, okay. In this segment, our speaker Joaquin is going to walk you through what exactly are futures, and then what are the margin requirement, and how you can set out a functional or effective trading plan for you to win in this derivative virtual trading challenge. And this derivative virtual challenge trading challenge is even more relevant to you if you have zero background, because you have zero background, right? Then this trading challenge will give you a risk-free environment for you to experiment futures trading, for you to test your trading system, and for you to know the performance of your trading system. Okay, so you don't have to risk your hard-earned money in futures trading. Futures is a leverage product. So because leverage, it means that you could earn a bit more, and when the market goes against you, you can also lose a bit more. So that's why we have to be really, really careful when it comes to dealing with derivatives instruments or derivatives products. And that's why it is very important, and it is really very timely for Bursa Malaysia Derivatives to roll out this derivative virtual trading challenge. So it provides you a risk-free environment without risking your hard-earned money to really engage in futures trading. So today our speaker will walk you through what are futures, and what is this trading challenge about. So without further ado, let me go into introducing the speaker. Okay, now our speaker today is none other than Mr. Goh Joaquin. Okay, now Mr. Goh, should I call him Joaquin? Graduated with a bachelor degree in financial analysis from the Sunway University. So he is licensed by Securities Commission Malaysia for dealing in derivatives and securities. So he is also a futures broker representative of CGS-CIMB Futures in Berhad. And he works regularly with both individual and institutional investors on optimal execution of transactions. Okay, so that is a brief background about our speaker Joaquin. Okay, so without further ado, let me hand over the session to Joaquin so that he can tell you more about this derivative trading virtual trading challenge and how you can win in this trading challenge. All right, so over to you.
Okay, thank you, Shane. Hello. So you can call me Ken. So I'm the speaker for today. So right before we start, let me share my screen for our slides. Okay. All right. So before we start, I want to talk a little about the disclaimer. So this whole webinar actually is just for educational purpose. So any investment decision made by is only based on your own decision, judgment and decision. All right. So without further ado, let's go to our contents. So these are the topics that I am gonna walk through with you guys. So what do we have? We have what is futures, what are products traded during the challenge period, how to use this platform, how to develop a trading plan, and lastly, what is the terms and condition of joining this DVTC 2021. All right. Okay, first topic, what is futures? So I believe most of you joining this webinar might do not know what is futures. So I'm going to briefly go through what is futures. So futures is a contract. This contract is actually standardized by Bursa Malaysia. So this is actually the next one is actually the definition. A futures contract is an agreement between two parties to buy or sell the underlying instrument at a specific time in the future at a specific price determined today. So it might be very deep. So you might say, Ken, oh, so deep, so confusing. I don't understand. So let me give you a brief example, a very easy example to let you understand what is futures. For example, you can see there's a pen here. So this pen maybe costs 1 ringgit now. So you think that, oh, this pen, after 3 months, right, this pen might price to increase 3 months later. So what can you do? So with futures, right, you can lock in the price now, 1 ringgit, so that you can buy this pen 1 ringgit for 1 ringgit 3 months later. So this is what we call futures. And the benefit of futures would be you can leverage and you can also short selling. So some of you, if you are from shares background, you might know that you can't short selling, but futures, you can do short selling. All right. Okay. So this is for the brief introduction of futures. So the next one I'm going to go through with you is what are the products can be traded during this challenge period. All right. Okay. First one I'm going to introduce is FKLI. So what is FKLI? FKLI is FTSE Bursa Malaysia, FKLI futures. So the underlying instrument will be the FTSE Bursa Malaysia Kuala Lumpur Composite Index. We call it FBM KLCI. Okay. So the contract size will be the FBM KLCI times 50 ringgit. So contract month will be the spot month, the next month, and the next 2 calendar quarterly months. You ask what is the quarterly months? So the quarterly months are March, June, September, and December. So there are 2 sessions for trading hours. The first session is 8:45 to 12:45, and the second session will be 2:30 to 5:15, right? And the minimum price fluctuation will be 0.5 index point valued at 25 ringgit. This means that each 1 index point will be 50 ringgit, okay? The settlement method will be cash settled based on the final settlement value. And the last trading day will be the last business day of the month. So there's another one, which is what we call initial margin. So for this FKLI, initial margin is 4,002. If you are not very sure of all these details, right? All these details can be searched in our website, CGS-CIMB, or you can go to Bursa Malaysia to check it out. All right. The next one, FCPO. FCPO is futures crude palm oil. So the underlying instrument will be the crude palm oil, and the contract size will be 25 metric tons. The contract month will be spot month, and the next 11 succeeding months. Trading hours will be 10:30 to 12:30, 2:30 to 6. And the minimum price fluctuation will be 1 ringgit per metric tons. This means that each point in this point will worth 25 ringgit. Okay. And the settlement method will be physical delivery. And the last trading day will be every 15th of the month. So what's special about FCPO will be the active month for FCPO will be the 3rd month instead of the 1st month, which is what we call the sports month. And the initial margin will be 7,000. So you might ask, why is it the 3rd month instead of 1st month? Because the settlement method for FCPO is physical delivery. So if you are trading the 1st contract month, which is currently if it's October, we are currently on October. So if you might say, okay, I'm trading October. So what happened if you do not close your position in 15th of the month? So what happened? If you are a buyer, you will receive the crude palm oil. If you're buying like 10 contracts, means you're getting 250 metric tons of the crude palm oil. What are you going to do with all the crude palm oil? Do you want to swim inside? So this is one of the reasons. And then the second reason will be because of the liquidity issue. Liquidity issue means that the third month will have most volume. That's what we can say. I'll show you in a while, like how do you determine the active month of each product. Okay, the third one, FM70. So mini FTSE Bursa Malaysia Mid 70 Index Futures. Underlying instrument will be FTSE Bursa Malaysia Mid 70 Index. So what we call is FVM Mid 70. So the contract size will be FVM Mid 70 times 4 ringgit. The contract month will be the spot month, the next month, and the next 2 calendar quarterly months. And then the trading hours will be 8:45 to 12:45, and then 2:30 to 5:15. Minimum price fluctuation will be 5 index point valued at 20 ringgit. Okay. And the settlement method will be cash settled based on the final settlement value. And the last trading day will be last business day of the month. And then this initial margin for FM70 will be 2,500. Oh, and just to let you know that for FCPO, the initial margin will be 7,000, yeah, currently. Okay, lastly, for our last product is FMG5. So it's 5-year Malaysian government securities future contract. The underlying instrument will be Malaysian government securities with a 5-year maturity. Contract unit will be principal value of 100K. Coupon rate will be 6% per annum, payable semi-annually. Contract month will be 4 nearest quarterly cycle months of March, June, September, and December. Trading hours will be 9 to 12:30 and 2:30 to 6. Minimum price fluctuation will be 0.01, valued at 10 ringgit. Okay, so the final settlement for this should be physical delivery, and the last trading day will be the 3rd Wednesday of the contract month, or the 1st business day immediately following the 3rd Wednesday, if the 3rd Wednesday of the contract month is not a business day. Okay, and trading in the expiring month contract cease at 6 p.m. So 18 hours means 6 p.m. On the last trading day. Okay, so this would be the 4 contract for what are we gonna have in our challenge for DVTC. Okay, so far for 4 contracts, any questions for all the details?
So far, no question yet.
Okay, all right. Okay, so if no question, then I'm gonna let you guys know how we calculate our profit. All right. So you might know that futures does not work the same as shares, right? So let's look at this example. So currently, imagine now we are in uptrend. So we wanted to buy this contract called FCPO January 22. The 3rd month means the active month, current active month. So if you buy at the price of 4070 and then you sell at the price of 4080, means that you get 10 points profit, right? So how do we count this 10-point profit? So for FCPO, because just now I mentioned that the fluctuation is each metric ton is 1 ringgit. So 10 points times 25 ringgit. So you equal to 250 ringgit lah, right? And then for FCPO, the initial margin is 7,000. So when you buy a contract, 7,000 will be deducted from your account. And then if you sell back the contract, you get back your initial margin plus or minus the transaction profit or losses that you have made. So in this case, you made a profit. So it's 7,000 times 250. So you get back 7,250. So this is for uptrend. So for downtrend, just now I mentioned that futures, you can short selling. So this case, when it's going downtrend, you wanted to short, right? Because when you short means you get a higher price. So I short the product at 4080, and then I buy it back at 4070. So I get a 10-point profit as well. So if 10 points times 25, so you get 250. So you earn 250 ringgit. So initial margin 7,000. So 7,250 is what you get. So what happens if you make losses? So if you make losses, imagine you are making losses of 10 points, 250. So what you get back is 7,000, your initial margin, minus by your 250, which is your losses. So you get back the remaining amount. That will be how we calculate our profit and losses for futures. Okay, this would be the calculation. Okay, next, how to trade with DTS. So some of you might wonder, like, how am I going to trade with DTS? So basically, before I go into these details, I want to let you guys know that after you register with in the Bursa marketplace, right? So after you register for this challenge, you receive an email that requires you to register for the DTS platform. You might need to create your username and password. So after that, you receive another new email that consists of the link to download this DTS. Okay, so after you download this DTS, you log in, then you will see you can start trading basically. So when you get a new platform, you will ask all these kind of questions. What is order type? What is lifetime? How to place an order? How to check my order status? What is my position currently? What is my portfolio? And how to use the chart function, right? Okay, so let me open my platform. Okay, so currently what you are seeing is the platform after you log in, all right? So this is the whole platform that you can see. When you download, you will get the same thing as me. So if you doesn't get the same layout as me, actually you can just adjust yourself, okay? So you can see this one is FKI, our FKI product, FCPO, okay, FM70, and FMG5. This is the product that we're currently gonna trade for the challenge. Okay, before I start teaching on how you use this platform, firstly, I want to let you guys know that if you don't remember, like, oh, how much initial margin I required, or maybe the trading hours for this product is what time, so you don't need to go and search. You can check here, right click this product, any product you wanted, click instrument details, so you can see minimum initial margin is 4,002 for FQI, okay? And then the trading hours for this, okay? Okay, so let's move on. Okay, I saw that some of you asked, like, is DTS the same as QST? Yes, DTS actually is QST, is the same. It's created by QST. So everything is the same for QST. So if you know how to use QST, you might already know how to use this platform. All right. So if you want to start placing an orders, so you might want to see which product you want to trade. Okay, so for example, this time you want to trade FKLI, right? So FKLI, you just click here, you want to buy or you want to sell. So if you want to buy, you just click B. You want to sell, you click S. So after you click, you come up to this this window will pop up. You can see, right? All right. Okay, so you can see like quantity, price, order type, and lifetime. All right. So I'm going to explain to you what is all this. So before that, when you trade, right, you look at this. See, this should be your account number, right? Okay. So currently I'm using paper trading, so it's not my account number. Okay. So quantity is the amount of lot that you wanted to buy. So this is quantity. Price would be the price that you want to insert, price that you want to buy. Okay. All right. For order type. Okay. So when you click order type, there's a lot of orders here. You can see like there's a lot here, but mostly we're going to use the top 4 order type. So I'm going to explain to you one by one, these four order type, what is it and how to use it. All right. Okay. So first one, limit. What does limit means? Limit means that you want to buy at this specific price or better. If better means, if let's say currently I want to buy at 1594, right? So if I place the order, I might get 1594 or better. Better means it's lower, means because I wanted to buy of course I want to buy lower, or of course I want to buy lower. So it's either buy lower or the price that you have set. This is limit. If market, what does market means? MKT means market. Market means that whatever that currently the market is offering, you will get those price. So let's say, let's do it an example for market. If I click buy now, okay, you can see that it's already done immediately at market 1594 because someone is selling at 1594. Okay, so this would be market. For stop would be stop actually is the order time that allow you to actually to put a stop loss to help you to cut loss. So for example, currently I'm holding just now is 1594, right? So I want to protect myself. I want to protect myself from if market go against me, then I want to protect myself from all the losses. So I will put a stop order, sell stop, right? Because I'm holding a long position and then I want to protect myself. So I want to put a sell stop. Sell stop at what price? So what price? It will be price which is lower than the, sorry. So you'll be higher than the current buy, lower than the current buy of my buy price. So if I buy at 1594, right? So I want to sell at the lower, which is maybe 15, maybe 20 points. 1594 means 1574. So I might put 1574. So my order will be put here working. So when the price reach this price that I've set, right? So this stop order will turn into market order and help me to execute my order at this price. Okay, so this is stop order. And finally, the last order, stop with limit. So what is stop with limit? Stop with limit is actually the same concept with stop. Is for you to stop loss. Okay, and then but this one is different. You can key in two prices. So what are the two prices? The first prices here, this prices is the trigger point. What's that? What do you mean by trigger point? It means when the market reach these prices, right? If you trigger and execute the order. So if you execute the order, and for limit will be the price that you wanted to get. All right. So for example, currently maybe I put like 1585. Okay. Then okay. So when the price reach 1585, I want to trigger this buy stop loss. And then what is the price that I wanted to get? Maybe 1580. Right. So what happened? So when the market goes down and reach 1585, if you trigger this order, and then I will Q1 at 1580. So whatever the price will get will be 1580 or better. This will be stop loss with limit. Sorry, stop loss with limit. Okay, that will be the order time. And for lifetime means that the validity of the order that you have made. Okay, so there's a lot here. There's 5 here, but I will only introduce 3 because these 3 will be the most used by all of us. Day trade means that this order will only valid until today. If market close, then this order will expire. All right. For GTC means good till cancel, means that if you place an order using GTC, when the market closes, your order will still be there. The next day, it will still be running, and then until you cancel the order or the order get matched, and then the order get matched. So GTC means that you will always stay there until it either expire or it get done. And GTD, I would say, is good till day, which means that you might want to set time. I mean, not time, but date, right? So you can set like the validity of this order. So today is October 25. So maybe I want to put like in 1 month's time, maybe 15 days. So I can put 15 days. So 25 until maybe it's next year. I mean next month, 11 of 11. So yeah. So it's October, right? So I want to go to November 25. So I can click November 25. So this order will valid until November 25. So if I click buy, yeah, so it will stay there. So it's gone, means that I bought one. All right. Okay. So this will be the order type. And for the order. So like I just now mentioned, I showcase to you. So you just click buy and sell, then you just key in everything, then it's done for your order. So how do I check my order status? Like whether it's queuing or maybe it's done or anything like that. So you can see that bottom here, there's this working order. This means that is the current working order, which has not filled yet, is working. So okay, you can go to bottom here. There's this order status. When you click, there's these two new windows. You can see the working, which is the one that I'm explained just now, and bottom one is the completed one. So completed, you can see is filled. Filled means completed. Cancelled means you cancel the order, and then rejected means you have entered something wrong. So if you go to rejected, okay. All right. Okay. So before I forget, when you want to cancel this order, right? So for example, like, oh, I don't like this price, or I don't want this stock order anymore. Just right click, yeah, you can click cancel, right? Or if say, let's say 1574, I want to change already. So you just right click replace, then you can check you can change your prices to 15, maybe 64 or anything like that. Then after that you click sell. Yeah, so you become the new prices that you have set. Okay, so this is the one that you can check your status. And for under field orders is those orders that you have done today. Okay, so you can see that all these orders that I've done. And for position, this means that all the trades that you have done today, right? Not today. Actually, for all the position that are currently holding will be here. You can see it here. Okay, let me move the window a bit. Okay, so you can see that all this product currently is what I'm holding, and then you can see that this is your profit and loss. Actually, I'm currently making losses. So this will be losses. So this is the place where you check your position. And then for portfolio, okay. So when you click bottom here, click portfolio, you can see that currently how much money you currently have in your account, your current balance. You can see when you hover down, you can see that it's market to market ending cash balance. And then the current total account equity means that account balance plus total trade open equity, they already mentioned to you. So this open trade equity means that I'm currently making a losses, right? And then this will be the amount that I currently have, which is the same with this total account equity. Okay, so this will be it. And then some of you might ask, oh, I wanted to use the chart in this DTS platform. How do I use it? So you can go to whatever product that you wanted, which product you want. Okay, maybe FKI October. You right click. So you can see here that there's daily chart, weekly chart, monthly chart, quarterly chart, tick chart, volume chart, and all this. Okay, so I just click any, so it will pop out here. Okay, so this will be the chart that you're currently using. And then, so I want to put like indicators. How do I put indicators? You can right click the chart, go to chart tools. Okay, go to chart tools, so you can see all this. So you can use which one that you're comfortable with. Yep. So this will be for the chartings. You also can change this chart, like currently it's 1 hour chart. So you can change it to 30-minute chart, right? You can change to daily chart. So this is the chart function. You can use the you can use the tab here as well. It's the same. Okay, so it's the same. You just right click. So if now currently I'm using this product. If you want to change to other product, you just change instrument. Then you just click in whatever you want. So for maybe MG5, right? So yeah, so this will be it lah. So this will be the platform introduction. So let me go back to my slides. Okay. Okay. So if you happen to see that, hey, I don't know what Ken is talking about, right? I'm blackout. What happened? Or my PC hang or my mobile hang. I miss out. Okay. So you can go to this website, Bursa Malaysia Marketplace. Under Market, under DTS, you can see a series of videos actually created by QST themselves to know more how to use it. And this webinar is recorded and we post into the DVTC website as well. So you can view it there after this webinar ends. Okay. So any questions?
Yeah, there are actually quite a number of questions that you may want to address. Okay. Just now you talk about margin, right? Benjamin would like to ask, why is initial margin needed for every transaction?
Okay. Initial margin is because we will say that previously I said that futures is for leverage, right? So so for leverage, right? So after we take that, we don't charge you the full amount, not like shares, because contract size, right? If you look back at contract size, right? If FBM KLC has like 50 ringgit, right? Maybe it costs like 10K or 20K. So with initial margin, right? Actually, you use a minimum amount of money, then you can hold the amount of contract that you wanted. So that is initial margin lah. And initial margin is different for every product. So you might want to check it out. How much will the initial margin for the product that you wanted to trade?
Okay, so the next question is, what if I lose more than the initial margin? How will it be settled? This question is by Wei Yuan.
Okay. So for initial, if you lost over, actually before you're losing all the 7,000s, right? You might want to put you will receive, actually not receive. I would say that you will know that you are losing money, right? So what I advise everyone before losing all your initial margin or your capital is to actually place a stop loss, like I mentioned just now, to limit your losses. So if happen that your account have access, then by the end, if you, for example, 7,000, right? You lose all 7,000, but your account have 10,000. So if you deduct from the 10,000 for the remaining, if that will be the case if you lose more than 7,000.
Okay. This question is a bit technical, but I think you should be able to handle it. Okay. Does the virtual capital refresh on the challenge period starting from the 15th November if I accidentally placed order during the registration period?
Okay. All right. Actually, if you refresh, so now the registration period is for you to actually practice how to trade futures. So you can actually go and play around. You can just lose all the money or win money. But when the challenge actually starts, all the balance will reset back to 100K. Yeah.
So don't worry, go all out and test first.
Okay? Test the market, test the water.
The more you lose, the more you learn. Okay. Then on the challenge day, right? Then you start.
Then you earn. You learn from fresh. Your mistakes.
All right. So the next question is: are there any surcharges or fees applied for order executions?
Yes, actually there is. I'm gonna revisit this question later when I'm talking about the DVTC terms and condition.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think we'll leave some other questions for Q&A at the end. Okay, so I think you may proceed.
All right. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about how to develop a trading plan. Okay, so what I'm going to share today in this webinar is actually a basic strategies that everyone can utilize to help all the people to kickstart in trading futures. Okay. Okay, first, what I'm gonna share with you guys is price action trading. So what is price action trading? Price action trading is a process to observe and analyze market price movement to predict future price movement. It analyzes the graph, candles, and candle bar patterns. Okay, so some of you who are new to trading and didn't even trade shares might ask, what is candles? What is all the candles that you are talking about? So I'm going to show you what is candle. So this is the candle. When I look at all the graph, will be full of these kind of candles. The green one and the red one, or the white one or the black one. So green and white will be the bullish candlestick, and the red and black one will be the bearish candlestick. So what is the difference between these two? So bullish candlestick, which is the white and green one, will be, you can see that the bottom here, this closing, this bottom here will be the open price, and the top here will be the closing price. And for bearish candlestick is the other way around. The bottom will be the closing price, and the open will be the opening price. This shows that if it's white color, right, means that it increased. It means the price that they increase. And if you can see the line, you can see like the line on top and the line below. This shows the day high, the day high and the day low of the day. Okay, same goes for bearish. If you're looking at minutes chart, means like 15-minute or 30-minute, right? Means that is the 15-minute high or maybe 60-minute high. That will be how you look at the candles. Okay. All right. Next, I'm going to talk about bullish candlestick patterns. So bullish candlestick means going up. So I'm going to show you 3: tweezer bottom, bullish engulfing, and morning star. Okay. So for tweezer bottom, when the two candles have the same low, if you reverse from bearish to bullish, so you can see that the black and white one, the one I circled, they have the same low, means the same, they have the same low. So if you turn from bearish to bullish, let's look at the example. So the example we're looking at is FKI October 21, 15-minute chart. You can see the one that I circled in yellow color. So let me enlarge it for you. Right? You can see that they have the same low, or we can say the opening or closing price, right? So eventually it went up. Okay. The next one, bullish engulfing. When the white candlestick closes above previous candlestick open, it will reverse from bearish to bullish. So you can see on the left, right? So the white one actually is larger than the black one, and then it closes above the previous open. Okay, so let's look at an example. It's the same chart, FKI October 21, 15-minute chart. And then you can see that the green one is actually closes above the open of the red one. So what happened? The market also goes up. Okay. Okay, last one for bullish. Morning star. So what is morning star? When on a downtrend, it goes from large bearish candlestick to small bearish candlestick and to large bullish candlestick. So you can see that large, small, and then suddenly into a large bullish candlestick. So it will reverse from bearish to bullish. Okay. So you can see here, the example, large bearish candlestick, small bearish candlestick into large bullish candlestick. So the market goes up. Okay. Right. For bearish candlestick patterns, I'm also gonna share with you 3, which is a tweezer top, bearish engulfing, and evening star. So let's look at our first one, tweezer top. So when the two candles have the same high, it will reverse from bullish to bearish. Okay. So that's an example on the left. Let's look at the example. So this time I'm going to look at FCPO December 21, 60-minute chart. Okay. So as you can see here, they have the same high. So end up the market goes down after that. Okay. For bearish engulfing, when bearish candlesticks closes below previous candlestick open, it will reverse from bullish to bearish. Okay. So it closes below the previous candlestick open. Okay, let's look at another example. So it closes, right? So although it go up at first, but end up it goes down as well. So it's a signal to let you know that it's going to go down soon. Okay, lastly, the evening star. So when on uptrend, right, it goes from large bullish candlestick to small bullish candlestick, and lastly to bearish candlestick. Okay, so it will turn from bullish to bearish. So as you can see here, two bullish candlestick getting smaller and end up into a large bearish candlestick. So the market goes down after that. Okay. So that will be our candle. So now I'm going to talk about trend line. So what is trend line? Trend line is to determine the price direction of the price and to determine the market trend. So we have three types of trend line. The uptrend, so it means everything is going up. The downtrend means it's going down, and sideways trend means that it just going sideways along two support and resistance. Okay, so this will be the three trend line. It helps you to determine in futures. It helps you to determine whether you want to short or you want to long. Okay, so like the example I mentioned, before I start the example, I mentioned that if it's on uptrend, then you wanted to long, right? If it's downtrend, then you wanted to short. So this is the case. Okay, so this is the two strategies, and I'm gonna add one more strategies, and these strategies will be quite basic, I would say, but somehow people will be neglecting it, and then end up with a lot of losses. So these strategies, I call it risk management, where you actually wanted to set a ratio of how you actually handle your positions. Why do I say that? It's because maybe you have a target like, oh, today I want to reach this target, right? Maybe it's a 12 points. Sorry, maybe it's like a 9 points, right? 9 points away from your current one. So if you reach 9 points, right, you earn the 9 points. The 9 points will be your profit. But some people will not think about the losses. Means that what happens suddenly the market goes against you, right? So I'll recommend the ratio of 1 to 3. What do you mean by 1 to 3? It means that if you are thinking of taking 3 points of profit, right, then you must prepare to make prepare of a losses of 1 point. Okay, so you can use this ratio, 1 to 3 ratio, to start placing your orders. Okay, that would be the risk management that I wanted to stress out. Okay, that will be my strategies. So let's look at Q&A. Any questions?
Okay, so let's go to the question. Can we link this platform to TradingView? So this is by Abdul Gapar.
No, this platform can't link to TradingView. Yeah. So you can use the chart function. If you really want to use the chart, right, then you can use the chart function there, or you can use TradingView to view your chart. After that, you can execute your order in the DTS.
When I want to execute a sell limit, does the price follow the ask or bid price in order to execute? So this is asked by Jonathan.
Okay. All right. Let me go back to my platform. Okay. Give me a moment. Okay. So, okay. So if you want to buy, right? So you can see here actually is already here. So if you want to buy, you will look at this ask price. You will look at this ask price. Means this is those people that willing to let go at this price. So if you are selling, then this will be the price that people are willing to buy, right? So bid price will be the one that people willing to buy. Ask will be the one that people willing to sell at that price. That will be the answer for you.
Okay.
Okay.
If the trade happen outside of trading hours, can it be filled? That is asked by Neil.
Okay. No, actually you can't fill, but currently because I'm using this paper trading server, so it can be filled. It's just for you to demonstrate to you guys that how I place orders are. So in actual scenario, if you are trading outside of trading hours, your orders will not be done. Your orders will not be done.
Okay. What is the stop loss that you recommend for beginners? Stop loss percentage.
Stop loss percentage. Like I mentioned just now, the risk management, it will be 1 to 3. So if you're looking to earn like 5 points, then you might 3 points, then you wanted to set your losses around 1 point, right? This actually based on each investor's preference. So some of them might be it depends on risk appetite as well. If you are very safe, then you will place it very near. If you are like very risky investors, then you might place it very far. Yeah. So it depends on you as well.
Okay. Alex would like to ask, is there intraday trading and what is the margin?
Okay. So there is there intraday trading and what is the margin? Okay, so yes, there's intraday trading. And if you're asking about for CGS-CIMB, yes. And then for margin, it will be up to 2 times trading limit. But the margin, if you're asking for initial margin, the initial margin will be trade with the same amount. If you are FCPO, which is 7,000, if you FKI means 4,002. Yeah.
Okay. Just now you mentioned about the point, right? If you want to target 3 point, you must be able to set 1 point for stop loss, right? So what is the optimal point that we should target for if we want to day trade FCPO? So that's the profit point.
Sorry, can you repeat?
What is the optimal point that we can target if you want to day trade FCPO?
Optimal point. Oh, okay. So do you mean by if you are talking about that, means that it's back to our 3-to-1 ratio, right?
No, I think it's like I think our hard riff question is based on the fluctuation of FCPO on a everyday basis, right? What would be a reasonable profit target? How many points should we aim? Should we aim for 10 points movement in FCPO on an intraday basis if you want to day trade? I think that should be the question.
Okay. This one actually, I got no definite answer because this is also based on your risk appetite. So if you are really like a risky investor, you might want to hold longer. Right? So if you are safer, then maybe it fluctuates a bit, then you might want to really take profit. So this optimal point, actually, I have no definite answer for you. Is very, how to say, it's very based on personal preference.
Okay. What is the most popular traded futures among all these 4 products?
Okay, this is a good question. Okay, so when you look at my platforms, right? Okay, if you look at this platform, you can see that you can check out the volume that's being traded. Okay, so out of the 4, I would say the FCPO is the most traded, so it will be the most popular. So you can, okay, just now I think I forgot to mention as well. So I actually mentioned that how are you going to determine like which one is the active month? So the most active month. So you can look at the trading volume. So if this product most trading, look at FKI, the most trading volume will be the first month, which the spot month, which is October, right? Then for FCPO, it's the 3rd month. Right? So it's January 22. So it's the 3rd. Yep.
Okay.
So for that question, it's very subjective. It's based on personal preference.
Alim would like to ask, do we have mentor when you want to register for the challenge?
What is the mentor for? Or what is the mentor for when we register the challenge? Okay, so this actually this mentor is like your preferred broker. So when you pick the broker, means that after that, but if you have any questions, then you can call your mentor, which is the broker that you have selected. So for in this case, if you select CGS-CIMB, then you'll be tagged under us. So any questions you can email to our emails. Later I will show you guys our emails and phone numbers, so you can call in and let us know, so we can answer your inquiries.
Okay. Wei Yan would like to ask, I'm on the verge of losing all my account balance because of an unrealized order. Will the order be automatically realized once my total balance reach 0?
Sorry, unrealized order.
Yeah, I think he is on the verge of losing all the account balance because got an unrealized order. So not yet close lah. Okay, so will the order close when the account reach 0?
Okay, no, it will not. So if you keep on, because the order, the how to say, the contract itself, right, will not automatically close, right? The order itself will not automatically close until the final settlement date of the product. So if you are trading a very far contract, right, then if you always be there, you keep making losses. If you making losses, if you profit, then you keep making profit until the end of the business day of the product, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
There are still some questions on the panel, but I think you can proceed with your presentation first, where we will do the Q&A later.
Okay. All right. Let me go back to my slides first. Okay. All right. Sorry for that. Okay. Lastly, I'm gonna talk about let's talk about the terms and conditions. So for this challenge, the campaign will start on 15th of November to 14th of December. And this campaign is open to all Malaysian citizens aged 18 and above, except the permanent and contract employees of Bursa Malaysia Berhad and its subsidiaries, include Bursa Malaysia Derivatives, brokerage partners, system providers, and their immediate family members. Permanent and contract employees of service providers, representatives, and/or agents are engaged by the organizers for the purpose of the campaign and their respective immediate family members. Futures broker representatives and professional local participants who trade their own account. Okay. All participants will start with a virtual trading account with a balance of 100K. The aim is to increase the account balance as much as possible at the end of the campaign. So the participants must trade a minimum of 20 lots. So what do you mean by 20 lots? Is to buy one contract and sell one contract, means that this is 2 lots. Okay. So when you close a position, it's counted as 2 lots because you buy one and you sell one. So if you buy more, that means you'll be 2 sides you just times 2 So participants are advised to dissolve all contracts, means close all trading positions at the end of the campaign period. Contracts that are not liquidated at the end of the campaign period will be deemed settled and settled based on the settlement price of the last day of the campaign period. A fixed commission rate of 10 ringgit is charged for each contract traded. So I think this will answer the question just now, where will there be charges for this challenge if you trade any contract? Yes. So the commission rate is 10 ringgit here. So that will be it. So let's go to our Q&A sessions.
Okay, thank you so much, Joaquin, for explaining the DVTC terms and conditions. I think now we are a bit more clear with the TNC. Okay, now Stefan has an issue with a virtual trading account. Who can he contact to have the account deleted so that he can re-register again?
Okay. Oh, you mean that they have already registered, but they have already forgotten.
Yeah, I think maybe I think maybe Stefan key in the some inaccurate details. So he wished to delete his existing account and want to create a new account.
Okay, under Bursa Marketplace, the DVTC website, I believe there's a
he
contact.
clarified that he registered but forgot to confirm.
Forgot to confirm. Okay, then if you have forgot to confirm, then you might want to, I think, maybe you can call in to us at this line so that I can help you to solve your inquiries and issues. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So just call in to CGS-CIMB hotline, which is 0326358910, and so he can help with the technical difficulties. Okay, or email them futuresbroking.my@cgs-cimb.com. All right, so we addressed that question. Ang would like to ask, can you help explain again STWL? Price will be done at trigger or price you want to buy or sell?
Okay, so it will be at the price that you want to buy or sell. This will, yeah. So
okay.
Price or you want to sell.
All right. If you do not put a stop loss, how do you close the trade? So that is the question from Muhammad Harry.
Okay, so in order for you to close the trade, means if you're holding a long position, you might want to short the same contract to close your position. So if you're holding a short position, means you need to long back the same contract to close the position. Yeah, I think that would be answer your question.
Okay, Pei Shan Fong would like to ask, if I personally own a cash trading account to invest in shares, can I participate in this challenge?
Yes, you can. If the professional local participant is actually count towards futures. So if you didn't trade for futures, you are not under the categories that I mentioned just now, you feel free to join the challenge.
Yeah. So if you don't fall into those categories, for example, Hokkien and me cannot participate.
Yeah, we are fall under one of the categories.
I can't believe I'm also one of the category. Okay.
Okay.
Kong Huat asks, where do we see the working orders? Orders placed but not done yet.
All right. Okay. Good questions. Let me go to my platform. Okay. Okay. You can see here that working orders under your platform, right? You can see here bottom here, there's this working order tab. So this order is the one that you're currently working at, means it's not done yet. All right. This is the one, or you can go to order status. So under order status, you can see here on top here, order status working. So those are orders that are not done yet, which is currently still working. That's what we say.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this app available in mobile phone?
Yes. So when you already registered for the for DVTC, after you receive the email to create the username ID, you will receive another new email to have all the links to download this DVTC, and one of them will be the mobile phones link to download. Yeah.
All right. Uwu would like to ask the next question. You mentioned stop loss, order to use to manage risk, vice versa. Can I use stop order to take profit?
Stop order to take profit? No, you can't. So because if you place the order right above the price that you have put, above the buying price that you have put, means you are making profit, right? So stop actually will reject your order. It will actually reject your order. So is stop mostly used to take profit stop loss, not take profit. Stop loss is used to stop loss.
Okay. Chong would like to ask, if a margin call is triggered, how much time do I have to take the next step? like deposit money or liquidate the positions?
Okay, so in real life cases for CGS-CIMB, you have actually 2 days to actually deposit the money, which is until T+2. And by T+3, we don't really recommend. And if really by T+3, we will actually take action. Is either we will help you to place a stop loss, okay, or a stop loss of 5% of your initial margin, or you deposit money to clear off your margin call.
Okay, so 2 days, you have 48
2 days,
hours.
yes.
Okay, I think the next questions. Yeah, I think this question is also addressed. Similar question. Okay, this question asks you to confirm. GTD means that the position got expiry date. So does it mean that GTC is the set price that the word is die must be done by this script?
Okay, wait, let me take some time to understand this question. So GTD means the position got expiry date. So does this mean that GTC, this set price that die must done? Okay, let me explain. Okay, I'm not sure does this answer your question. So GTD means that you have set a date. So this order will actually last for this amount of time until the date that we have set. So by GTC means, right, we have set this, so the order will always be there. And then if it doesn't trigger the price that you have set, means it will always be there. So this is GTC lah.
Yeah, GTC means good until you cancel it lah.
Yeah, good until you cancel it. GTT means good until the day you have set.
Yeah, good till date or good till cancel. If you don't cancel it, then the GTC order will remain there.
Yeah.
Okay. Shi Cheng asked this question: what's the difference between FCPO and FCPO spreads?
Okay. Regarding spreads, okay. So spreads is where, okay. Let me. Can you guys see my platform?
Yes.
Right.
Still seeing.
Okay. So for spread, I just briefly explain to you guys. Okay. Spread, right, is where if you click sell, if you sell this spread, you see that January, February, right? So you will sell January contract and you will buy February contract. So this is how spread works. Okay. So spreads, you can use it as you can do it normally. You can trade like normally intraday trading, or can use it to roll over your position. So what do you mean by roll over your position? Means that currently maybe you are holding FCPO spot month, and in CGS-CIMB's company's policy, we do not allow client to hold spot month of FCPO. Okay. So what can you do is you can either manually sell off this November, right? And then you buy December contract if you want to continue holding, or you can use spread. Okay. So example, you are currently holding long November, right? Long December. Okay, you are holding you are holding long January. Sorry, long January, right? Then you want to switch to a next month. You want to become long February. You don't want to hold long January anymore. What do? You can buy spread. So you just, because you're holding long position, right? So you sell spread. You sell this first. You sell spread. Sell this first one. Sell January and buy February. So this is how spread works. You might say, hey, how do you determine whether I'm selling January or selling February? Okay, so you look at the first month. So this month will be the one that you are selling or buying. If you click sell, means you are selling January. If you click buy, means you are buying January. Then another month that is behind will be the opposite of what you are currently doing. So for example, currently I'm holding long in January, right? So if I sell this spread, right, then I will sell away my January contract, then I will buy a February contract. So this is spread. Okay, so what's the difference? Actually, is as I explained now. So help you to roll over, or you can just trade normally, like normal product. You can trade outright just to get the profit like normal. You can trade like normal.
Okay, The next question is asked by SS. Okay, what is meant by KLCI dash slash DEC? What does this mean?
Okay. On the contracts behind here means the month of the contract. So for example, FKLI, just now you mentioned DAC, right? DAC means December 21. So October 21, December 21, November 21, and March 22. Yeah. So it means the month of the contract, that expiry month of the contract, I would say.
Okay. The next question is, can Malaysian living abroad participate in this challenge?
Okay. This challenge only open to Malaysians. So if you are not Malaysians,
Malaysian living abroad.
Living abroad, I believe you can. Yes, because as long as you're Malaysian, you have ICs, then you can participate. But if you happens to win the prizes, then you might want to figure it out. How do you want to receive the prizes and all the things? But yes, you can participate in this challenge if you're Malaysian with ICs.
Okay. There are actually quite a few questions on the commission charges that impose. Yeah, can you care to explain that the 10 ringgit charge just now? Is it charged for each type of contract that we trade, or is it charged for each transaction that we make?
It charges by each contract that we have traded, which means that if you are trading 5, right, then it will charge 50 ringgit. So if you're trading one lot, then it's 1 ringgit. So I saw that some of you also mentioned about what about CGS-CIMB. So if CGS-CIMB commissions, then you will need to call in to discuss more about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So is it deducted from the 100K?
Yes, correct.
Question by Abdul Gapar.
Yes, you will deduct from the 100K.
Yeah. So I think some people also ask why need to pay transaction fee, right?
Okay.
Of course, the virtual simulation game, I think BMD wants to simulate as real as possible to the real trading environment. So that's why when it comes to real trading, you also have to pay transaction fee. So in this DVTC, Derivative Virtual Trading Challenge, you also need to pay transaction fee. But of course, it's deducted from your virtual money lah. So literally, you don't have to pay cash. Just that, to simulate the real trading environment, so that you get a taste of what it really looks like when it comes to real trading. Of course, the commission charges could be different, not 10 ringgit when it comes to real trading. Am I right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. So for this game is 10 ringgit, but if you trade real futures using real cash, it is not 10 ringgit. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So Hafiz asked, so how much CGS-CIMB charge commission?
Yeah, this one is the one that I mentioned. So if you want to know more about how CGS-CIMB, what is the rate for CGS-CIMB, please call in or email us so we can discuss more about it. Yeah.
Okay. So the question next by Jing Ming Yong is that, may I ask, if I open a real account, the platform is also QST trade, or there are any charges for QST platform?
Okay. So if you are opening real account, actually we have CGS-CIMB actually offered 3 platforms. The first one is iTrade, which is free, which is the web-based version or mobile app version. Then another one is iTrade Pro, where iTrade Pro and QST. So iTrade Pro and QST require charges, and iTrade is free. Yeah. So you can pick up whether you want to, which one you want to use when you open an account with us.
Yeah.
But by default, it's iTrade because everyone uses free products, right? So yeah, free platforms, right? So by default, it's iTrade. So if you wanted to subscribe to the paid platform, you can let us know when you are opening account. Then we will help you to we can discuss further, so we can help you to open and to help you to subscribe to the platform that you wanted.
Yeah, so paid platform will have more sophisticated functions.
Correct.
All right. So there's a follow-up question for the STWL. So what is the purpose of trigger price if trade are done at buy or sell price in STWL?
Okay, so it's because the prices that you want is when it triggers. So when it triggers, if it goes to if you become the orders for you to enter, sorry, for you to get the price you want that you have set. So how to say? Okay, let's say, right, if you are buying at 1590, and then you set the price at between 1590 and 1591, right? So 1590, so the price that you get will be in between of 1590 and 1591. Okay, so that is stop loss with limit. So if happen that if the market goes down too fast or goes up too fast and it skip over the two prices that you have set, this means 1590 and 1591, right? If it's gap up into 1592, then your orders, right, will hang there because it doesn't reach the trigger price that you have set. So you will always be there until the price actually reach the trigger price that you have set. Then you will automatically turn into the orders that you wanted, which is why stop and stop with limit. So there's a difference here.
Okay. Hafiz would like to ask, if I have multiple open contract at FCPO at different prices, let's say 5 FCPO that have opening trade, 2 of them lose money, other 3 positions.
Okay. Example, you have 5 open FCPO, 2 of them lost, and 3 position making profit. How to close the profit position? Okay. Actually, I can say this DVTC actually practice first in, first out, right? First in, first out. So which position that you have entered first means that you have bought first, right? Then you will close the position first. For example, you're holding 150, 1501, 1502, 1504, and 1505. Okay. So if you close you're holding long, right? So if you short, the first one you will close is 1501, 1500. Okay, if you're holding 1500, because that's the first one that you have bought. Then the second one you bought is 1501. Then if you close the position, then you close the 1501. So on and so forth. So it's the first in, first out method.
Low would like to ask, for stocks, we need a buyer and seller only. The same concept for futures. Do we need a buyer if you want to sell the futures, and who will be the buyer?
Okay, so if you are buying, means you are the buyer. If you are selling, means you are the seller. It's the same concept as stocks. Yeah. So if you want to buy a contract, means you are the buyer. If you are selling, means you are the seller. So as long as match, means you found a buyer, or if you found a seller. Yeah.
Hi, Hokkien, are you there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Sorry, just now your voice, I'm not sure it's my internet break or your voice is breaking.
Okay, right. So let me explain again. So just in case if I break, okay. So it works the same as for stocks. So if you are buying the contract, means you are the buyer. So if you are selling the contract, means you are the seller. It works the same.
Okay, the next question is, does the paid platform looks like the trading view?
Okay. If you mean about the TC Pro and QST that we are currently offering, no, it doesn't look the same as trading view. Yeah. So one of it is QST. So it's actually exactly the same as the current DTS that you are using. Yep.
Okay. Are the prices displayed on the platform real time, or is there any slight delay? So this question is by Wei Yuan.
Okay. So the prices actually is platform is real life. It's real life. So it will be exactly the same as the market.
Okay. So no delay.
No delay.
So that means actually Bursa Malaysia has invested, a lot to get the real price for you. So
Yep.
yeah, make full use of it. Okay.
Yep. Make full use of it.
On your platform, right? What other markets can we trade? For example, US stocks or futures contract.
Okay, so for DTS, you can only trade the 4 products that I mentioned. Okay, so if you are using the real QST, then you can trade other stocks that be offered, which is CGS-CIMB offered.
Which includes foreign futures.
Yeah, which include foreign futures. So if you want to know more, you can contact us, then we can discuss more about this.
But for this DVTC, right, only the 4 products that Hokkien covered.
Yep, correct.
Okay. The next question is asked by Lo. If you want to close the position and roll over to next month, I need to sell the contract in in October and buy a new contract in November. But at the month end, is there anyone to buy from you when you sell at the end of October? Because everyone also want to sell at that time. Nobody will buy from you?
Okay. So wait, let me read back the question. By the end of the month, is there anyone to buy from you and you sell at the end of October? Because everyone also want to sell at that time. Okay. This concept is based on shares, right? But when you think about futures, one of the futures benefits is can short sell. So some people might be holding short position and somebody might be holding long position, right? So you won't need to worry that there's no buyer or seller because you might not know who is shorting and who is longing, right?
Okay. Is there any delay if it is on the US market, or is it real time?
Okay, if you are saying for QSTs, right? I mean, for our foreigns, for our real platforms, yes, it's real life, so there's no delay in it.
Okay. Jian Lead would like to ask, are you able to send him the slide?
Okay, you can. This actually this video, recorded video, will be posted on DVTC website, so you can go there and can download it. Yeah. So or you can just watch it live from there.
Or you can go to our YouTube channel also. Okay, you watch it. Wu would like to ask, what command can I use to take profit with a set price?
What command can I use to take profit at set price? That would be limit order. So limit order is the one where you can set the price and then you get that price or a better price. That would be limit order. So in normal cases, if you don't want all the fancy kind of order types, right, then you can just use limit order. That will already help you to make profit or losses. Depends on how you use your strategies well.
Okay, Kong Hua would like to ask, how many local participants are there in the market?
Okay, these questions, right? I think I cannot answer you because local participants, I can say there's a lot that keep registering. So you can actually check on Bursa website to know more about local participants. Okay.
Okay. As FKI is very slow, usually what is a suitable strategy to trade it and whether it is more suitable for intraday or swing? What is the usual target points gain per day?
Sorry, can you repeat the questions?
All right, this question is asked by you. As FKLI is very slow, because FKLI move rather slow, right? Usually, what is a suitable strategy to trade it? Is it more suitable for intraday trading, or is it more suitable for swing trading? And if we, for that strategy, right, what is the usual target, the profit target point that we can expect to gain per day?
Okay, so actually, this is also very subjective questions where it depends on your strategies of what strategies you are using. So it's actually really up to the traders to see like how they want to approach these slow moving products that you mentioned. It's actually really subjective. I cannot give you a definite answer, So, but I can say that for swing is more towards long term. Okay. So yeah, swing is more towards long term.
Okay. The next question is, can I know more about the month for each trade?
Know more about the month. Okay. Okay. Actually the months, right? Actually just to let you know when is this product is expiring. Okay. So for example, if it's October, means it's expiring in October. If it's December, means it's expiring in December. So November is November and March is March and so forth, so on and so forth. So that's what the months means. Actually, it's also for those who are holding that, for those who are holding physical delivery. Okay. For those who are trading physical delivery, they wanted to get the product. If they really wanted the product, right? So they wanted to get the product on that month. So they will trade that month. So that in the end they will get that month. Also, is for those who trade long term, so that they can have apply their strategies, right? So yeah, that's it for physical delivery, also for people who want to trade long term instead of short term or intraday.
Okay. Kent would like to ask, how should we trade spread?
Okay, I think it's the same. You can just trade it outright, like normal products, or is for you to roll over, like I mentioned, explained previously. So if you're holding a product like January, right, then you want to roll over to February. So you can use spread to roll over your product to February, or you can just close out one by one. Then close out. Then after that, you buy back the another month. So yeah, that's how spread works, and how people play spreads. So it's either a trade outright or you use it to roll over.
Okay. Do we trade purely based on price action, or is there a need to use fundamental analysis to gain a better edge?
Okay, so this also is very subjective. It's up to you whether when you analyze, if you are fundamentalist, you analyze underlying assets, so that you can set a price, or even you be technical to use price action. It all depends on you. It's very subjective, or maybe it depends on news as well, right? So yeah.
Okay. Xiao Ting would like to ask, could you care to explain what is BMD / crude palm oil / November 21, January 22 / bracket SP?
Okay, SP means spread, right? SP means spread. SP means spread, and then the first one, BMD, means Bursa Malaysia Derivatives, and then the middle one will be the product that you are trading. Okay, then the month will be the month for spread, which is just now, like I mentioned just now, October, November means you're rolling over October and November. So if you sell October, November, means you sell October and then you buy November. Yeah, so that is the meaning behind these lengthy names. SP means spreads.
Will there be any charges if we keep the position overnight?
Okay, the charges for, if you say in DVTC, it will be the same as 10 ringgit. So the brokerage fee will be 10 ringgit. So if for real life trading,
Hi.
there will be a different fees.
Okay, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me? Yeah. Shane, I think you are lagging. Okay, so let's continue. I will just answer the questions. So so I will answer the questions is because of if you are seeing on real life, then there will be a different charges. So if you want to know more, please call in so that we can discuss about this, about the commissions and brokerage. Hello, Shane, can you hear me? Yeah, I think you lag over there.
Yeah, I think, did I got disconnected?
Yeah, for a while. but now it's okay. I can hear you loud and fine.
Yeah, for moment I thought you disconnected.
Okay.
Apology. So just now you explained about the question for the commission charge, if for any charges if you keep the position overnight, right?
Yeah, already explained.
Okay, sorry, I think I got disconnected for a bit. So the next question is, what if we didn't close the trade?
Okay, so as I mentioned in the terms and condition, right? So we will settle with the settlement price law. So if by the end of the day they have a settlement price, so you will follow the settlement price and then you will get the settlement price instead of the price you want.
Okay. Okay, let me go to next question. Can we open an account online without any hard copies?
Okay, do you mean if you are trading, you mean opening CGS-CIMB accounts? Yes, if you are Malaysians with ICs, you can actually open an account with us online. So you can contact us so that we can give you the link to register online if you are Malaysian with IC. Yep.
Okay, so all the KYC will be done online.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so now CGS-CIMB is an online broker. Okay.
Yes, online broker.
Can serve you anywhere so long that you have internet connectivity. So Chun Teck would like to ask, may I know how many participants have registered for this competition so far? So this is competitor analysis.
I myself also didn't get the amount, so I cannot answer you this question. Yeah, so this one you need to refer back to Bursa.
Okay. All right. Looks like we have clear all questions on the panel, whether in chat group or in the Q&A. Okay. So do you still have more questions for Hoa Kian? If yes, please type in the Q&A box so we can address them while the speaker is here with you. There's one question on YouTube to ask. Could you tell us about the trading hours for each product?
Oh, okay. So if you, I already went through, but if you're really not sure, you can check in DTS. You right click the product, click on instrument details, right? So you can see here for FKI is open time 8:45, suspend time 12:45, resume time 2:30, and close time 5:15. Okay, so you can if you have missed out my earlier sessions, you can check out the products in the DTS itself to know the trading hours for each product.
Okay. The next question is asked by Lo. How is the liquidity in the futures market? Is it difficult to close positions?
This is very subjective on which month and which product you are trading. So I would say that it's fairly good. So please trade more. So you can see that most of it you can refer to the volume that I mentioned to know that which is the active month. So that you won't have hard issue in closing your positions.
Yeah, for the FCPO is the third month. For the FKI
FCPO is third month.
It's a spot month. Okay. So I think it's wiser to trade the months where the liquidity is plenty. So for your extra information, like our Malaysian crude palm oil contract, futures contract is actually the world's benchmark in terms of crude palm oil futures. Okay. So the liquidity is there. So don't have to be overly concerned about liquidity.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, not sure if you have answered this question, but Hanis would like to ask, what happened to the remaining open contract that expired? Will we get profit or loss if not closed before expiry?
The remaining open contract that expired, will we get profit or loss if not closed before expiry? Okay, so it's the same. If you be settled on the settlement price of when the products, if you are talking about the DVTC, right? DVTC, then if you settle through the settlement price now. So you will close your position through the settlement price. So if you are talking about, sorry, if you're talking about in real life, right? So if you didn't close, sorry, what's the questions again?
Let me find it. Give me a minute. Will we get profit or loss if we not close before expiry?
Okay, for DVTC, yes. So if you help you to auto settle on the settlement price by the end of the challenge on 14th of December.
Okay. Does the CGS-CIMB support other platforms besides iTrade? So this is by Hafiz.
Yes. So we provide iTrade, iTrade Pro, and QST, which is this DVTCs using the DTS that we are currently showing right now. Yeah.
Okay. Pei Shan Fong asks, may I know, is there future contract for currency? If yes, what is the initial margin?
Okay, so there's no future contract regarding for currency lah. There's no futures contract regarding currency for currency lah, actually for currency.
Okay, what is the difference between ticket order and preview order?
Sorry,
what is the difference between ticket order and preview order?
Ticket order and preview order. Okay, actually don't. Okay, order preview means okay. Order preview means that the one. This is the order pad lah. We call it order pad, where you just enter your orders that you want to key in. Okay, so another one is ticket order and order. Actually, I don't really understand your questions. Can you elaborate more on what is ticket order and order preview?
Yeah, if Kong Huat, if you can elaborate more, then we can get a bit more clarity on the questions and answer it accordingly. Okay. So while we wait for that, right? Lo would like to ask, where would you recommend for the technical chart analysis? Would you recommend TradingView?
Okay, so for technical chart analysis, right? Actually, it depends on very subjective also, because it depends on which one you like. Because different people have different preference, right? Maybe if I say I like this QST platform, maybe you don't agree. So if I say I like TradingView, but some of them might not agree. So it's very subjective. It depends on whether you like the overall interface provided by the platform or not. So yeah, it's very subjective on this.
Okay. All right. No more question on my panel. In the meantime, Kong Huat, would you like to explain or clarify on the question about ticket order and also preview order? Yeah, but in the meantime, there are no questions on my screen right now.
I saw there's one open where, is it mean by the end of expiry month, I should close the trade? Okay, so it really depends on which product you are trading. Okay, so if you are talking about for this whole challenge, right? So if you don't trade, then your trade will be, your open positions trade will be settled through settlement price, and then it will be credit into your balance. If you're making losses, then by the end of the day, then they will just help you to close the position through the settlement price at the settlement price, right? Then if you credit into your account or deduct from your account.
Okay. Any more question? Okay. Yeah, I think he explained already. Would you want to read?
Okay, I saw this. I saw ticket order somewhere. Cannot remember where. After clicking ticket order, then it goes to preview order. Okay, I believe is you are talking about this screen. So when you click, like when you double click it, so if you go to this I believe is it this? Because I actually don't remember anything about order tickets.
Okay.
Okay.
What was the highest profit from previous year winner?
What was the highest profit from the previous? Okay, this DVTC actually is the first time that we are collaborating. Yeah. So there's no previous winner. So if you win this year and next year we are doing it, so you will be the previous winner.
So if I'm not mistaken, this is inaugural lah. Okay, inaugural competitions, large scale derivative futures trading challenge organized by BMD, Bursa Malaysia Derivatives. Unless there were also some competition before I even existed there, I don't know lah. So long that I'm in the industry, I think this is the first time that I see this organized by Bursa Malaysia Derivatives. Okay.
Correct.
So for the champion, then you will be an inaugural champion. Okay, there are cash prizes for the winners, for the top winners. So Godspeed everybody.
Okay. I saw from Wu Wu, he mentioned that from now until challenge day, can test this account. Yes, for DVTC, you can just test whatever you want. Then after that, by the start of the trading, the challenge, then your balance will reset back to 100K. Okay. Yes. Okay, I saw that. Okay, I saw that someone pointed out about the order ticket. So it's on my left. Okay, I saw it. Okay, so this order ticket is actually the same as the order preview. It's just that it's a more, how to say, a different style, which, okay, let me minimize it. Okay, so you can see that when you click, right? So it's like for you to easier enter your buy or sell ticket. It's the same actually. So you just type in like the products that you want. For example, like FKLI. So you need to type in you need to type in the instrument code on the left, KLIV21. Okay, so then the price you want to insert 1587. Okay, so then it's the same for any other things, right? Then you just click buy. So it will be done, right? So you just click in of whatever the product you want to insert with the price that you want. Okay, it's the same thing as the order preview. It's the same function. It's just like with a different layout. So you can key in, you can just manually key in the instrument that you want to key in the orders instead of double clicking it. But for me, personal preference, I don't really like this order ticket. I prefer the order preview, which I click because it's much easier. When I want to sell or buy, I just click buy or sell. Then I can just execute the order that I wanted instead of clicking. Then I need to manually typing it. I think this should answer your questions. Thank you for the person who pointed it out. Thank you very much.
Okay, Hanis would like to ask, do we need to trade every product, or we can just focus on like FCPO only for the entire contest period?
Yes, this is on your personal preference. So if you feel comfortable trading FCPO, then you can just trade FCPO. If you are comfortable trading FKLI, then you can just trade FKLI. Yeah. So as long as you have fulfilled the minimum requirement of 20 lots, and then you have the highest account balance by the end of the challenge, then you will be the winner.
Yeah, the champion will walk away with 7,000 ringgit.
Yeah.
First runner up will walk away with 5,000 ringgit. So second runner is 3,000 ringgit. Then the fourth placing will be 2,000, and then the fifth placing will be 1,000 ringgit. Of course, we also have consolation prizes. Yeah. So Lo would like to ask, do we have phone application for us to monitor the price?
Yes, you can actually download this platform's mobile version through the link that they send to you in the email, so that you can use the mobile version to actually place order and check the pricing as well. Yeah.
All right. So any more question? We still have time to ask our speaker online here. So the earlier you sign on to this challenge, right, the bigger the head start you have, because you can actually test and experiment first. Test your skill, test your trading system, because all the professionals are not allowed to participate. I mean, those local participants cannot participate. So you can, start it out a bit earlier and then test the system, test the platform, so you know how to enter long trade, how to enter a short trade, how to close the positions, and how get a sense of how many contract can place, what are the initial margin involved, how can you keep up with the maintenance margin so you don't kena margin call. Okay, so but actually commission to be paid, but actually these are all virtual account. Okay, you don't have to pay cash, real cash for it, but the commission will be charged on your virtual trading account, so you don't have to worry that you have to pay real cash for that. So it is all free. The Bursa has made it available to you free of charge, so that you can have a risk-free virtual environment to test out and experiment futures trading. So these contests start from 15 November to 14 December for 30 days period. So and the winners, okay, will walk away with cash prizes, and then it will be announced on Christmas Eve, okay, 24th of December 2021.
Yep.
So on Christmas Eve, you know who are the inaugural champion. All right. So the next question is asked by Elena. Will we see the highest account balance ranking through the challenge period, or we will only know at the end?
You will only actually know at the end to keep the more competitive, to let you know that if you stop trading for a while, then you might get surpassed by other people, right? So to make it more serious, more real life, because in real life, when you're trading, you will not know that who is actually earning more, right? So this whole challenge actually is to actually, make it as similar as real life as possible, so you will not know.
Yeah. Actually, if there's any leadership board, right, you're a bit more stressful.
Yeah, you can see that you are number one, then suddenly next second you're number two already, you'll be more stressed, right?
Yeah.
That's why.
If you ask me, I prefer don't have lah. I were the participant, right? But of course, if you don't have, you can't benchmark also lah. So this is
which is why I saw some of you might ask, like, why is there charges for every transaction we have made, right? So because we want to make it as real as possible. That's the intention of Bursa.
Okay. Say during trading test time, right? If there are any questions on the trading, can contact who?
Okay, you can contact us, so we can explain to you if it's really is how you do not know the function of it, or if it's Bursa problem, then we will let you know.
Okay.
Just feel free to contact us if you have any inquiries.
Can you show how to close the trade, since I cannot locate the close button?
Okay, all right. For this, right? Okay, let's say currently I'm holding October 2021 FQI, right? I'm holding a long. So if I want to close position, you can manually close by selling the FQI contract, by selling it at the price you want, maybe on market, right? So if I sold, okay, I have sold one, right? So I have position net zero, right? As you can see here that I have zero position. So you can see that I've actually made losses of 85.30 cents. This will be how you close, or you can right click the product. Okay, so you can see net short, you're currently holding short one, and then you want to offset. So when you offset, it means that you want to close the position. So you can just key in all the details that you wanted, what you want market or stop, like that. That's how you close the position.
All right, so I believe that question is addressed. So for the bid and ask price, what does the bracket behind mean?
Bid and ask. What do you mean by the bracket behind? Oh, you mean the one, right? One means that currently there's one people queuing at this price. Okay, so if you saw, like, you see, like FQI March, there's 5, right? 5 queuing at 1590. That's what it means. Okay, so that's the number of people queuing at that price lah. One of the people wanted to buy or sell at that price.
Okay, Hannes would like to ask, can we monitor the ranking using phone application?
Okay, this is, I think, already addressed where
Cannot.
we have no ranking, so you will not know where you rank at until the Bursa announce the winner, right? So keep trading, earn more profit. Then if you success, maybe in real life you will success as well. Means that your strategies work. At least you know that your strategy is working.
Yeah, no problem. But even if you didn't win, right, it is also all right because there's nothing for you to lose. You gain the experience, okay, to trade futures in the Bursa Malaysia Derivative market, right?
Since it's free, right? It's not your money as well. You have 300K to let you to experiment stuff, testing out your strategies, and learn how to play futures.
Yeah, correct. So if you lose money, you say, oh, luckily it's not my money, okay? So it give you a risk-free environment, huh? So everything for you to gain, nothing for you to lose, no participation fee, you know, and then free platform for you to test, that we have a lot of partners involved to make this happen for you.
Okay, from Lao, Hui Shan Lao, he or she mentioned that this competition will be held few months later, then can join again. Okay, I do not know whether Bursa wanted to host again. It depends on how well people react to this challenge. If the response is good, they might hold it again next year. They might hold it again next year.
Yeah. So if the response is good, maybe they held it every month. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So you can test every month.
So we'll see lah. Okay. So now is time for you to ajak your friend. Okay. Come and join this contest. Okay. So if the demand is overwhelming, maybe we do it more regularly. Okay. So that will spur the market interest in trading futures. Boon would like to ask, if choose CGS-CIMB, will we have access to a mentor during the trial period before the competition?
Yes, before the competition, yes. During the competition, you can ask about all the problems that you are facing, but not how to trade. Yeah, so we can answer you all the technical issues and all the things, but not regarding how you want to trade, how you want to approach this market.
Okay, so CGS-CIMB will handhold you, but not to keep you tips, okay?
True.
Handhold you to get.
Correct.
Do you have any technical questions like what is the button, how to close? What in the faces scenario? What should you do? CGS-CIMB is here to walk you through so that you stand a chance to win in this contest. Okay. At the end of the challenge, can the virtual account become real account?
No. Okay. Len Chong, is it? No.
Yeah.
It will not become real account. The account will just be closed. So yeah. So that will be it.
Yes.
So
but
please,
if you want a real account, find Huakian.
Yeah. Find us. So that you so that you can open an account with us, then you can start trading.
Yeah.
So please use this virtual account to testify all your strategies and stuff. Is a great opportunities for you.
Okay. Is the registration for DVTC still open? The answer is yes, still open. Okay. So the contest will start on 15 November. Okay. So Kong Huat still open. Will CGS-CIMB teach trading strategy? Asked by Janet.
Okay. We have a few. If there's any webinar that teaches about some products, then you can join. Then we will share more about the products trading strategies. But if there's no webinar, then no. Yeah.
Hannah would like to ask, can I join the competition even if I'm a complete beginner and have never traded anything before?
Yes, you definitely can. Feel free to register and come and try it out. So to try it out what is futures.
Even more suitable for a complete newbie. Okay?
Yes, actually this challenge actually is made for newbies to try it out futures, because everyone do not know what is futures, right? So this strategy actually is for newbies as well. Not newbies as well, but is recommended newbie to join. Yeah.
Yeah. But one thing I want to say is that But also don't forever trade virtual account lah, okay? Because in virtual trading, right, you can test your system performance. You can test which strategy works well in which market. You can test your risk management strategy. You know, what are the risk to reward ratio you want to go for, how to set a stop loss, you know, what kind of, you know, profit target is ideal for what products, you know. But one thing you can never test is the emotional aspect, okay? Because when you trade virtual money, right, you won't feel the emotional swing. So even if you are very successful in virtual trading, when it comes to real account trading, right, your strategy, your business, your trading performance might differ from your virtual trading account because there are emotion involved, right? So once you get a hang of things, when you get a hang of your trading system performance, your money management system, position sizing, the margin concept, and how to maintain adequate equity balance so that the maintenance margin is, you know, is still enough and sufficient, then you can open a real trading account already. Then you're ready. Okay. Anything to add?
No.
All right. So this is just my feedback, huh? Yep. So you know, when you're ready, CGS-CIMB is here to serve you. Okay. Yes, you will need to contact CGS-CIMB to open a live trading account. Am I right? This is
yes, correct.
Right? Yeah.
Please contact us.
Won't automatically convert your account. Don't worry. Okay. So you will have to manually sign up account opening form. Okay, but it can be done online, so you don't have to come to any branch. So that is a beauty of having an online broker. Okay, is there a Telegram group for us to join to get more info?
Okay, currently we do not have Telegrams, but we are working on it. So yeah, we do not have Telegram for now.
Okay. Neil would like to ask, it seems like it is similar to options trading. What is the difference actually?
Okay, so option actually has a smaller margin for entry. Okay, but option actually is one of the product for derivatives. It's just same like futures. Futures is one of the product for derivatives as well. Yeah, that's the difference.
Option is another derivative product, but of course futures and options are very different. Okay,
yeah, it's very different.
Option, you got a lot of Greek symbols that you need to understand. Okay, like delta, you know, gamma, theta, you know, the implied volatilities, dividend rate, you know, interest rate. These are things that will, you know, affect the option pricing. Okay, so option, just imagine options like an insurance lah. Okay, so there are a lot more things to learn about option. Of course, in this familiarization program, we may not have time to cover options, but you know, stay tuned for more information. If we, you know, stay tuned on our channels or on our, you know, live chat page. So when we have any program on option, we'll let you know. Okay. Option is actually more similar to warrant, not similar to futures. Okay. The next question is asked by Lao Wen. Can we key in our order at night?
Okay. Actually, you currently seeing me keying in is because I'm using paper trading. So if you're saying on a real life basis or during the challenge, you can only key in when the trading hour is open for each product. So you might want to refer back to the trading hours for each product so that you can trade during that time.
Yeah. So when the trading hours is over, then you can't place any order. Am I right? So it simulates the real trading hours. Okay.
Yeah.
So none of the broker partners, none of the educational partner, not even Bursa Malaysia knows, you know, where the price is going because it follows the real market price. Okay. So you have to follow the real trading hours. Peter asks, Kian, just you mentioned spread contract can be used for futures contract for rollover by end of the month. Could you show demo how to use a FCPO spread contract for rollover to be an outright FCPO contract for the following month?
Okay, all right. Let me go back to my.
Good question.
Yeah, good question. Let me go back to my platform. Okay, let's see. Currently, we are holding a short FKI October, right? Okay, sorry. Okay, we are currently holding a net short FKI November. Okay, so we wanted to roll over to December. Okay, so actually, they have more, but let's say, okay, let's say I made a, let's say I go to, I just buy one October first at market. Okay. All right, so I have a position for October. Okay, so I want to roll over to November. So I have a long, right? Long position. So I want to short so that I want to sell October and hold long November, right? So I can sell. I can sell this. So I can sell October, sell spread of October, November. So if I sell spread and market, okay. So it will be done. So you can see that actually you are actually holding you are actually holding a long position in, sorry, hold on. Okay, so you can see that actually you are holding this already. So let me see. So you, oh no, hold on. Let me move up this thing so that I can click on it. Okay. All right. Okay, so you can see that actually you are currently holding this spread. So you have sold one of October, November spread. Okay, so in your position here, give me a second.
Can't really see your screen yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It keeps saying that you are start screen sharing, but nothing appears.
Okay, give me a moment.
Maybe
Okay,
you want to
see now?
stop. Cannot. Maybe you stop first and then click share again. You click stop sharing first, then after that you click start sharing again.
Okay, stop sharing. Then let me go back to share screen.
Still cannot.
Okay, it's okay. Maybe who is that? Maybe I can come back to you for that questions.
Peter.
Yeah. Peter, can you leave down your email address so that I can come back to you on this? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Peter Ho, right? Yeah. Can you personal message me? Leave your email address so that I can explain to you more maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So looks like no more question on my screen now, and it is also 10 o'clock. So yes, thank you everybody for joining this Zero to Hero Futures Trading. So conducted by Mr. Goh Hua Kian from CGS-CIMB Futures. So we are very thankful to you and grateful to you for doing this webinar for us so that we are familiar with what are futures and what are the concept of margins and how do we do up an effective trading plan. And then, how can we win in this derivative virtual trading challenge? And then we are now more aware of what are the terms and conditions for this. All right. So for those of you who are keen to join this derivative virtual trading challenge, you may register for this derivative virtual trading challenge. And then the challenge period will start from 15 November to 14 December. Is a period for 30 days. So in these 30 days, you will strive to become the winners, where you will win and walk home with some of the amazing prizes that Bursa Malaysia has prepared for you. All right. So yes, thank you everybody for joining this webinar with CGS-CIMB. Hope that you all can win. So Godspeed everybody. This is Shen Chu signing off. Okay, bye everybody, and thanks Hua Kian for doing this webinar for us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.